little story about a small town girl who ruled the world of Winecoff. Queen Jennifer DiFoggio. She knows everyone in the Winecoff town. Actually, she's probably related to them. Now, she started her legend as a student at Winecoff Elementary School, of course, probably with her monogram pink book bag. She later became a letter girl at the Trojans of Northwest Cabarrus High School. I'm sure her picture probably still hangs in the hallways, and she probably has not aged since her high school photo. Would someone please find out her secret to aging? She looks no different than she did in high school. Now, DiFoggio went on to become a studious working student at Wingate University. I think it's a university. I don't know. I'm just the fairy narrator here. Okay, back to the story. Now, DiFoggio met a handsome hunk named Nick. He is rather very good looking, as a fairy could say herself. They started a beautiful life with two adorable young girls who also attended where else? No other than the wonderful Winecoff Elementary School. DiFoggio again knew everyone there was in the land. I actually think her family gave the land that Winecoff is built on. I don't know. I might have just made that story up because I thought it sounded really good years ago. But I really think in my heart that is a true story. I've been telling people that for a very long time, so I may have made that up. Okay, it does make the story much more spicier. So, Jennifer DiFoggio went on to become a school teacher. Even though she thought she was going to become a businesswoman, she fell in love with kids, became a school teacher, and we're so thankful. Every day, she comes to school with 2 Gaddies and a crap load of stuff in her definitely monogrammed bags. Now, secret you have to know, DiFoggio used to monogram things. And she had a big monogram machine, and everything she owns is monogrammed. And she monograms everything for anyone she ever knew. She has the most giving heart. And, I mean, this fairy, this narrator fairy here, had monogram workout shorts. I remember one time my friend was like, you monogrammed your initials on your workout shorts? And I was like, yeah, don't you do that? Yeah, everything. She monogrammed all her stuff and all her friends' stuff. DiFoggio went on to work with some of the best educators that our state has ever seen. But what she didn't expect was to meet 2 other ladies who started out as friends and now are more like sisters. As they all were the only child of their family, they didn't know what it was like to have a sister. But now, through the friendship of working together, they truly have found sisterhood. At times, they were almost like one person, where one was the left brain, one was the right brain, and together they made one brain. She even went on to extend her work family and has a work daughter who she loves dearly and has made so many memories with. DiFoggio went on to teach so many children. She changed so many lives. She was the teacher that was so kind-hearted. She wanted to take in any child, no matter race, gender, behavior issue. She loved every single child for who they were. She laughed every day at her job. She smiled every day at your job. And I think to myself, as a fairy, if I had a kindergarten teacher, I would want her to be just like Mrs. DiFoggio. And I hope that every child gets a chance to have a teacher like Miss DiFoggio. Well, I guess since I am a fairy, I guess I can sort of grant that wish. So I encourage you to continue in your classroom the joy of DiFoggio. I hope that you laugh every day and that you share joy with your children every day, just like DiFoggio does with her children. So may you keep her joy alive in your classroom every day. That would be our wish. I love it. Yes, that's it. So it makes me really sad when books come to an end. I guess as a magical fairy, I can fix that. So instead of this book ending, let's make it a chapter book. So here's to chapter 2. Chapter 2. Are you guys ready? So the setting of chapter 2, we're going to have to move from the land of Winecoff, which your grandparents probably gave to the people of Cabarrus County. So we'll hold your parking spot here, but life is better on the beach. So chapter 2. Are you ready, DiFoggio? Let's move these things to the beach. So we hope that when we see you all again in chapter 2, we'll see our character much more like this.
Aruba.